Good morning. I'm Natalie, and I'm here to teach you guys a little bit about the nutrition during pregnancy. What do you guys think that you should eat while you're pregnant?
Fruits and vegetables.
Fruits, vegetables, proteins, carbohydrates, and I have some examples here for you. The main thing is you want to make sure that you're giving your body enough nutrients for you and your baby. So for fruits and vegetables, you need to take in about 4 to 6 serving sizes every day in order to maintain the correct amount of nutrients. And here's some examples of some fruits and vegetables that you could use. It's also important because having the right nutrients and eating healthy foods builds up your immune system and it protects you and your baby from infection and disease. Proteins, you need to have 2 servings of proteins each day. Lean meats have a lot of protein, like chicken or some seafood. You can't eat all seafood in your pregnancy, but I'll go over that. Eggs and milk also have protein, but you want to make sure that you're eating meat because it has the best source. Breads. You also need breads and cereals. They're carbohydrates. You want to make sure that you are eating whole grains because they're more healthy than the white grain, and also it helps with constipation and keeping regular, and that's a problem in pregnancy. So you want to make sure when you do pick out bread or cereal that it's a whole grain versus something that's not. And what do you think that you should be drinking during pregnancy?
Milk.
Yeah, you should drink milk because it's a really great source of calcium and water. If you don't get enough calcium, your baby will actually pull the calcium from your bones, and it can cause you to have fracture your bones easily and also chip your teeth because it's pulling calcium from you for them. You also want to make sure you drink 9 cups of water. The recommendation is 8 to 10. You want to make sure you're keeping yourself hydrated. Your blood volume increases when you have a baby, so you have to make sure that you're drinking plenty of fluid to help with that. You should not drink caffeine or anything with sugar in it, like sodas. Energy drinks are really awful. I know you get tired when you're pregnant, but the 5-hour energy drinks, they're really bad. They have a lot of caffeine. That can cause developmental problems with your fetus, and it can also cause heart palpitations if you have too much. A normal weight gain in a full-term pregnancy is about 25 to 35 pounds, and that's full term, so that's after your 9 months. You're supposed to gain about 4 to 6 pounds in the first trimester, and then 1 pound per week in the second and third. Where does the weight come from? That's something I wanted to know. About 7.5 pounds is your average baby weight, and sometimes it can be more or less than that. So that's, a little bit. Then when you add all this stuff together, you really can see why you gained so much weight. You get 7 pounds for extra stored nutrients, protein. You get 4 pounds of extra blood, 4 pounds of body fluid, 2 pounds for your breast enlargement, and 2 pounds for the amniotic fluid, and 1.5 pounds for the placenta. So once you add all those little things up, it ends up being a lot. Prenatal care. You need to make sure that you are taking your vitamins like you're supposed to and that your physician's recommended. Folic acid and iron are the most important ones that you should be taking. Without folic acid, your baby can develop neural tube defects, and that can be like spina bifida, and that's where the baby's organs are actually outside of the body cavity, like the spine. And it can also be with like the brain or some intestinal organs, and that can cause your baby not to be able to walk. It puts them at risk for severe infections and possible death. So you want to make sure, and anytime you're taking any herbs or supplements, you want to check those with your physician first. What you need to avoid: foods high in salt and sugar, and that can be fried foods, fast foods, chocolate, pies, and deli meats. They are very high in sugar. They're very high in salt, and that causes you to retain fluid in a negative way. That's not what you want. So here's some pictures of just some fast food places that you shouldn't be going to, and if you do go there, try to choose something healthy like grilled chicken or a side salad instead of fries. You should also avoid fish that contain high levels of mercury, and that's shark, king mackerel, swordfish, and tilefish. And you also need to eat canned tuna within moderation because there are some levels of mercury in that also. No raw meats, no sushi, and no unpasteurized milk or honey. Unpasteurized means that it's not been purified. So whenever you're buying milk or honey, if you buy that, then you need to make sure and look at the label and see if it says pasteurized on it, because that can introduce bacteria into your body, causing your baby harm. So here's some pictures for you guys. I'm a visual learner. Danger. You need to make sure that you do not smoke, you don't take illicit drugs, or drink alcohol while pregnant, because this can harm your baby. Smoking leads to low birth weight. Drugs can cause fetal death. Possible withdrawal symptoms can cause the baby's organs not to develop properly. It can cause brain damage. And alcohol actually can cause fetal alcohol syndrome, and that also causes brain damage and developmental delays, and also fetal death depending on the amount. And these are my references, and thank you guys so much for listening to me, and I have pamphlets for everybody. So thanks so much.